Hi friends, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Katelyn and I like to film eyeshadow palette ranking and review videos, as well as the occasional other beauty content sprinkled in. So if you like indie makeup, if you like eyeshadow palettes, if you like beauty content in general, I highly recommend that you hit that subscribe button because I post 2 videos every single day, every single week. For those of you that are not new here, my face is happy that you are seeing it again, and I am so excited for today's video. So I think I mentioned this on either TikTok, Instagram, possibly on YouTube, but Gloss Gods Cosmetics invited me to be an ambassador for them, and I have heard nothing but amazing things about them, so I said yes. I grabbed the Gal on the Moon and Gal on Mars palettes, and I have been testing those out and really enjoying the formulas so far. Of course, in this process of me waiting for those palettes, they launched a new collection, and they launched 2 eyeshadow palettes, the Color of Rain and Lavender Skies palettes. And listen, if you're new here, let me tell you something about myself. I love the color purple. It is my favorite color in life and in eyeshadow, so obsessed with purple. So super excited. And then they launched this set of 5 brushes with purple handles, so I was all over that. So I ordered this collection. They did offer an additional discount since I was a ambassador, so super excited to try it. There is no requirement of me to post content with these things. The ambassador program is mainly just like affiliate links, and I think there's a discount code. If there is, it'll either be on the screen or linked in the description box. I honestly can't remember. But yeah, I'm super excited. I wanted to test these palettes out. Like I said, I've heard nothing about amazing things, and I've been enjoying the Gal on the Moon and Gal on Mars palette so far. So we're going to do a look with each of these palettes today. So today, I haven't done my hair yet, but I'm going to go to dinner with my friends. So I want to wear this purple dress. I think I'm going to tie it different so it's more off the shoulder. Anyways, doesn't matter for the purposes of this video. So I think Lavender Skies is going to be more of our bet because I feel like it has more of like pinky toned purples. But this palette has both mattes and shimmers. Let's talk about what it says. It is a 24-month open container, cruelty-free, 100% vegan. There is both talc and mica as ingredients. It's made in the PRC. And, oh, Gloss Gods is a European brand, but I can't remember where. Hold on. Okay, they are a Swedish brand. I wanted to say that, but I thought maybe I was thinking that because of Odin's Eye, but they are a Swedish brand. So I believe they're an indie brand too. Anyways, we're going to do a look with Lavender Skies. I will show it. Well, it's called Lavender Skies Remixed. So I don't know if they had an old Lavender Skies. I'm not sure. But I'll show the Color of Rain when I do the look with that palette. So let me scoot up. This is physically as close as I can get. Okay. I feel like I want to start with the shade Dawn down here. And I'm going to use one of the brushes. I'm dropping things today. Okay, this is the M09 brush, so it's just a big fluffy blending brush. Ooh, that picked up nicely on the brush. Oh, that's a really pretty purple, and I think will work well with this dress, which is obviously the main concern, you know. I have tested the Gal on the Moon and Gal on Mars shimmers with my favorite eyeshadow primer, but if you caught my last video, I mentioned that I don't know if it was my last one. It was the last one that I posted at the time of filming this, but I have like 4 filmed since then. But the Blend Bunny, I think it was the Blend Bunny video, wasn't it? Or maybe it was my BellaBeauteBar video. Honestly, I can't remember. Anyways, I'm just gonna tell the story again. So I ran out of my About Face eyeshadow primer, which has been my favorite eyeshadow primer for a while. They don't sell it at my Ulta anymore, like in the store. So I had to make do, and I grabbed the Hourglass one, which is of course like double the price. But anyways, I grabbed the Hourglass one because I heard amazing things, and I felt like it was going to be similar in kind of like texture to the About Face one. So I grabbed it. So that's what we're using today. I haven't tested longevity of it, so I'm trying to be mindful of the fact that any longevity issues might be more of a primer issue and less an eyeshadow issue, but the looks that I've done with that primer so far, which I think I did use it for the Blend Bunny one. But anyways, the looks that I've done with that palette so far have applied really nicely. So it might be a perfectly fine primer. I might even like it better than the About Face one. Who knows? But I'm just trying to let everybody know that I'm still testing it. And my brows are still sensitive because I got them waxed yesterday, so my face is struggling. Okay, I think that is really pretty. I like that shade a lot. Next, we're going to take this M06 brush and we're going to go into the shade Up Above. Ooh, that is bright. These mattes are really pigmented. I don't know what I was expecting, but they're really soft and really pigmented. So they're blending super easy. The two palettes I've used from Gloss God so far only had shimmers. I feel like I said that already. But anyways, so I know what to expect of the shimmer quality, but I did not know what to expect of the matte quality. I'm trying to decide if I want to deepen this, but I feel like the darker purples in this all go cool toned, and I really want to keep this like a warm tone purple look. So I think we're going to make this easy. And okay, let's swatch a couple of these shades. So we have Pink Clouds. Ooh, that's really pretty. And Dreamscape. Ooh, that is, okay. That might have been the smoothest eyeshadow I've ever touched in my life. Like that was, wow. Okay, and it's literally so stunning. Okay, so Dreamscape. So this was I need to just leave this palette open. Ooh, and the magnets on these are really strong. Okay, so this was Pink Clouds. Very pretty, but like, had a little bit of a texture to it, kind of what you're expecting from the shadow. And then this one was the smoothest thing I've ever felt in my life, and that's Dreamscape. And I feel like I almost have to use Dreamscape now. Oh my god, that's stunning. Okay, Dreamscape is this one, and of course, I doubt the shift's gonna get caught on camera, maybe a little bit. And then that's Pink Clouds. Pink Clouds looks like kind of like a purple gold duochrome. The other one is, I feel like, very obviously a multi-chrome. Oh gosh, that's so pretty. Ooh, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, now I have glitter everywhere on the back of my hand, but that's all right. So I want to do Dreamscape, and I'm not sure if I'm going to put this all over the lid, but oh, it's so smooth. Oh my gosh, I picked up maybe a little too much on the brush because I was just fascinated by how smooth that it was. Okay, I'm going to spray it with Fix Plus because that's what I always do with my shimmers, and we're using the M11 brush from Gloss Gods. This is literally the most stunning oh my god, it just looks like a sunset on its own. It's like a single eyeshadow that is a sunset. Okay, that is the prettiest thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh my god, it's literally like a sunset on its own on my eye. And sorry, I was planning on doing Pink Clouds, but it was too pretty. I just put that all over the lid. Are you freaking kidding me? That is so pretty. Okay. I'm like overwhelmed. It's so pretty. You guys, how come nobody but Aniela Kanikvis was telling me how good this brand was? Like, what the heck? We are sleeping on this brand. And if you are in Europe and you haven't tried this brand, you should get on it. Even if you're not in Europe, it really wasn't that bad getting it here. I didn't get a shipping notification. So I remember, so I ordered the palette on June 26th, which I think was the day that it launched, like my time. So I ordered it right when it launched, I think, or maybe like a couple hours after it launched, because I think with time difference, I was asleep when it launched. I can't remember. I might have ordered it right when it launched. I don't know. Anyways, I ordered it on June 26th, whatever that entails. And it got to me yesterday, which was July 6th. So I remember I reached out to the brand because I was like, hey, your, email said that it would ship within 7 business days, and we're on like business day 8 and I never received a shipping confirmation. So I just want to make sure like everything's good, or if it's just delayed, and like no big deal if it's delayed. Anyways, before they even replied, the package showed up at my doorstep. So what I thought it was going to take 7 business days to ship, I don't know how quickly it shipped, but I know it got to me within 8 business days. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive with it coming overseas. And it, I'm assuming, went through customs and things like that. So, you guys, this is the freaking prettiest three shade eyeshadow look I've ever done in my life. This is so gorgeous. This skin over here is really sensitive, so every time I'm blending it, I can feel my skin getting red. Not because of the shadow, but because I got my brows waxed yesterday and it's like really sensitive, like right there. Like you can kind of see where the wax was, like right there. Anyways, so I just wanted to explain, if you're seeing like redness or pink, that's what's happening. I can feel it getting blotchy, and it's not happening on this side at all. So anywho, I mean, I think that's basically gonna be it. Like I'll do an inner corner shade, I'll do the same mattes on bottom, but I don't think I want to complicate this too much. Like I think this is really pretty and I kind of just want to leave it. So sorry if this is like a boring, not that inspirational look to do, but it's literally so stunning. I don't want to mess it up, you know? Like sometimes things are just beautiful in their simplicity, you know what I'm saying? But I'll be back to share with you my first impression thoughts of this palette, although I feel like you already know what they are. Okay, here is the finished look. I'm trying to be Gen Z with my little my little braids for my bangs. I love this look. I did watch the footage back after, like, when I took the break, and I saw that I was blocking the camera a couple of times with the palette, so if that was annoying, I'm so sorry. And then I know my camera's lately been focusing, even if it's like a portion of a palette, it starts to like focus on the palette. So anyways, sorry if that was annoying. But I also saw that this shade, it looks pretty on camera. I promise you, the camera is not doing it justice. It is literally the most gorgeous eyeshadow shade I have ever seen in my life, I think. It's at least top 5. So that's the shade Dreamscape that I'm talking about. I felt like the mattes were super soft, super easy to blend. I did only use 3 shades, so this is truly a first impressions, and I'm still getting the hang of the brand. This is only my 3rd time using the brand. So anyways, take all of this with that in mind. But this eyeshadow shade is the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. I'm getting like the tiniest hint of creasing where I've gone in with the brush to like add a little bit more so that it covered up the creasing. But even if it creased, I don't even care. It's literally that gorgeous that whatever, I'll take what I can get of the shade. So far, I really like this palette. Like, I really like it. I am not just saying that. I did purchase these items myself. I didn't know if I made that clear earlier when I said that I had a additional discount code from being an ambassador. I had to purchase these products myself. I'm not receiving PR from them. So I purchased these products with my own money at a higher discounted rate for people who are not ambassadors. So I will admit that. But yeah, I'm super happy with this so far. I can't wait to play with the other palette tomorrow. Well, you'll see it right now. It's not tomorrow for you. I might be playing with it before I'm going to like a pool party, so I might not do like a super intense look. I might try and work the shimmer in as like an eyeliner or something. These might be 2 very easy looks, but you know, it's summer. Who has time to be doing like fully involved eyeshadow looks? You know, we want to go outside and have fun, right? What was I gonna say? There was one thing I was gonna mention. I don't remember. Oh shoot. Oh, what I was gonna mention. I did have glitter fallout, so if you do use this, I would probably do your base first. I didn't apply the shadow to a tacky base, I just wet my brush, so that might have helped it be like a little bit different. For the inner corner, I used my face highlight, which is just like an icy highlighter, because I didn't feel like the only shade that was like lighter than the shade I had on my lid is this yellow shade, and I wanted to keep this look more on the monochromatic end, so I felt like the icy white highlighter worked a little bit better. And I think that was it. I think that was all my thoughts. So anyways, let's cut to look number 2 with the Color of Rain palette. Okay, second look, second palette. This is the Color of Rain palette. Same, I think, info on the back as the last palette, so I'm not going to repeat all of that. But here's what the inside of the palette looks like. This shade came broken, but I was able to repress it. It's just a little messy, but I have not used it or swatched this palette yet. I think we're just going to use this palette today, maybe some bronzer in the crease, just to kind of deepen it up, but we have this one matte shade, which is the shade Storm Cloud. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I'm grabbing my House Labs bronzer and my Singe Beauty E03 brush, and I'm just going to add some bronzer to the crease just to create some depth. Now, you don't have to use bronzer. You could just use any like neutral eyeshadow palette, but I don't want to pull in another palette and then have people mad at me because I used another palette that they don't have with this palette. Anyways, you all have bronzer, so here we are. You all probably also have a neutral palette, but okay, so now I'm going to do a look that I feel like I've done before. I'm trying to think of when I did it. I feel like I did it in the Ensley Rain Flower Moon. I feel like I did it as one of those looks, but it's where you do like a smoked out kind of wing with the matte in the outer corner and then just put the shimmers on the lid. We just added a bronzer into the crease this time to spice things up a little bit. I don't know. So I'm going to take this Sigma E30 pencil brush and the shade Storm Cloud, which is the black matte shade. I'm not going to hold up the palette because we all know what a black matte looks like. Okay. And I did this instead of an angled liner brush because I want to be able to blend this out a little bit. And the reason I added the tan, like the bronzer shade, is so that we weren't just going to have black going into the crease on its own. I wanted something for it to blend into, whereas typically I wouldn't go for this dark of a shade for this type of look. All right, that's kind of the gist of the mattes. So now let's do the shimmers. I'm going to take my Singe E04 brush. I feel like I think I usually use a different brush for shimmer shades, but we're going to do this one today. And I don't know what shimmers I want to use. I think these all might look similar on the lid, but we're going to go for it. So this is Rain Cloud. This is Changing Skies, and this is Soaked. So, you see, Rain Cloud's kind of like more of a translucent toppery base. I feel like Soaked is almost lighter than Changing Skies. This is hard to decide. I might not do both of those. Well, we're gonna start with Rain Cloud, which is this one down here, and then we're gonna go for, I think I'm just gonna go for Soaked. Or, no, we're just gonna do Changing Skies. We're only gonna do two because I don't have a ton of room because of the black matte. Same brush, just went on the other side. Okay, I mean, that's basically the gist. I will come back and show you the finished look on both eyes. Here's the finished look. I just ran my bronzer along the lower lash line. I did grab the shade Droplets and put that in the inner corner, but here is the finished look. I think this is really pretty. This is such an easy eye look to do that still has that really stunning like duochrome gorgeous effect to it. I accidentally overlined my lips. Don't look at them. I overlined them and then didn't feel like fixing it. So anyways, so my thoughts on this palette. This palette obviously just has the one matte and then it has all this shimmers. I think the shimmers are gorgeous. The matte worked fine too for a matte black. It was a perfectly fine matte. But I feel like this palette is almost mostly like an all shimmer palette, right? Like one matte black shadow doesn't make like a complete palette, but I think this is a gorgeous companion shimmer palette. I really, really like the Gloss Gods formula. I didn't have creasing issues that I can recall with the other look, but I also don't think I wore it that long. Today will be my first time wearing the brand all day, so definitely stay tuned for other videos where I give further fleshed out thoughts as I test out the brand more, get more of an idea of longevity and things like that. But so far, really impressed with both this palette and the Lavender Skies palette. I think they're both stunning. Really, really like them and excited to keep playing with them. Let me know if you've ever tried Gloss Gods, what your thoughts are about them in the comments. Let me know which look was your favorite. And that's it from me. I will see you all next time. Bye!